All right, well, happy Monday. It's officially time for the 944 to visit its mechanic and get looked at following its little bit of a fuel spill on the roadway the other day. So we're gonna get that towed in. Tow truck's gonna be there in about 45 minutes. I'm just running to grab some coffee and breakfast real quick. Once we get that taken to the shop, I'm gonna follow behind it in the car I'm in now, the Cayenne, because it too needs service, not as urgently, it just needs an oil change, but we're gonna drop it off at the same time. He's gonna get both of my cars. Hopefully he's gonna have a loaner for me. He's always got a quirky little loaner car for me, so if he does, I'll show it to you. If not, then I'm gonna be a public transportation boy for the day, which is also fine, but we'll just play that by ear. But I am very excited to have some caffeine, and then excited to get the cars to the shop and get the progress started, because I want to drive my 944 again. Well, here she sits. I just spent the last 20 minutes cleaning it out a little bit. Not that it was super dirty, but I just wanted to make it a little bit easier to work with for my mechanic. Do a quick little peekaboo inside before the tow truck gets it, and I may not see it for a few days, but I've got the new clips coming for the steering wheel. So there's little plastic retainers that go in here to hold the horn pad on. Those will be here soon. And I just got to solder a new fitting on there for the horn. We've got a new shift knob leather on the way. I have the ashtray. I just have to replace the bulb in it. We're gonna wire the original radio back in, get two retro sound speakers, 4x6s, and I gotta find someone to redo the upholstery on that driver's seat. But overall, for 40 years old, this car's in great shape on the inside, only 53,000 miles. It'll be really nice when I can drive it a little bit more reliably once we fix this fuel pressure issue. And in case you didn't see the last video as to why this vehicle is being towed in and not driven in, with only 53,000 miles, it's because of this fitting right here. So a while back, my mechanic installed this BMW old classic Volkswagen inspired cold start injector to help start it during cold starts because it was having some problems. All right, so my phone died while he was loading up, but the tow truck's here, 944 is loaded up. We're gonna head to the shop and I'm gonna follow right behind it. So as I said, both my cars, the Cayenne, which I'm in now, and the 944, which we're gonna be following, they're both headed to the shop, both getting some work done. Cayenne's more preventative, just oil change fluids. 944, obviously, we're doing some repair work to a previous repair, and we're gonna do some fluids and tune-ups there as well, just from sitting. So gonna get both cars back to 100% and have two nice driving vehicles for once. So we've got the 944 dropped off. It looks like we're gonna be removing that cold start injector as well as probably replacing a fuel pressure regulator. And the Cayenne here is gonna get its oil change. I'm actually just gonna walk off to get coffee, give that an hour, come back to pick that up, and then we'll come back and get the 944 in a few days. It's really easy to look at unfortunate situations like this where a loaner car was somewhat promised and you couldn't get it and now you're stuck walking or taking a lift or whatever. But I really am trying to be better at finding positivity in things. Thankfully, I'm not in a rush to be anywhere today. My class got moved virtually. I don't have to be on campus in DC. So I got time. So I was like, you know what, fuck it. It's gonna be an hour for them to do the oil in the Cayenne. I don't have to go anywhere. Let's go for a little walkabout. So exploring a neighborhood that I don't usually get to go around. And hopefully by the time I see some new sights, my car will be ready. It's been years since I've done any kind of real like vlogging or anything. And I forgot how weird and uncomfortable it can be to talk to your phone screen out in public, but here we are. The unfortunate thing is I had not planned on walking around for an hour, so my phone is like 6% battery, but we've made it to Rockville Town Center. Now I just gotta find something to do for the next 30 minutes because I've had more than my daily allotment of caffeine, so I can't really think of what I want to do, but we'll find something to do. I can't remember what it's called, but it's got like the steamed lemonade, it's like honey.
It's the honey citrus mint.
Honey citrus mint. I'll do that in the grande.
Jimmy?
Perfect. Thank you so much.
Have a good one.
You as well. So I'm sitting here with my tea. About 20 more minutes until my Cayenne's promised. So I'm gonna just sit here and be patient, but at least I got a good view. I wonder whose car that is. Well, it took closer to an hour and a half and I'm gonna be late to class, even though it's virtual, but it's okay. Cayenne oil change done. I was a little bit overdue on that oil change, so I feel a lot better peace of mind now knowing the car's got fresh oil in it. He's gonna give me a call in a day or two for the 944. Basically, we're gonna replace a fuel pressure regulator. We're gonna delete the cold start system, cap off that fuel rail. Now we have to replace the intake air hose because obviously it has a hole in it from the cold start injector, but also it's just old and brittle that the rubber needs to be replaced. So a few things to do on the 944. Also, we're gonna do oil and some fluid. So that car is gonna be a few more days and a few $100 more, but got the Cayenne back. It's nice to have at least one vehicle in my possession. So we'll see the 944 in a few days.